So I think a lot of people are probably wondering if the reason why Hortensia Alcantara was grabbing stuff and causing distractions during a live stream, Kevin Samuels' live stream. She was distracting him, making him aware she was upset at the least, right? And because you can't see her, you couldn't tell if she was threatening. You don't know his composure. You don't know if maybe he's being very composed. You don't know if, but you can tell that they had been together, right? So she was mad that he was live streaming, maybe because the drink was already laced. See, a lot of those girls, like women, the college age, have those non-government organization focus groups, and I want to clarify that they do come attached with those, and which is why you have to be careful about which focus groups that you get involved in, being that some of them are perfectly benign. But I mean, it's like, it could all the way up the ladder, all the way up to the Grecian Sphinx. Somebody is collecting all the data, you know what I mean? And it's not like they're just looking at it all the time like, ha, ha, ha. It's just the fact that they can analyze cross sectors and potentiate data and exotic data query fields and populate them and create new exotic data fields to be, and what do you do with it? So that's just the technological side, The politicians might be afraid of end-over encryption, but the corporatists, for their own purposes, are not going to be afraid of that sort of thing. It's just what it does for a wall between the private sector and bureaucracy that they're trying to time the Overton window so they can predict when it's gonna appear and then move it or something, or use it for their own end or something, so no one else can use it. But I don't want to get into conspiracy theories. Oh no, this is terrible, because it's like there's infinite possibility, but until whatever happens, when it happens, it's inevitable. Right? And this kind of stuff, like prophecy, is fulfilling. So we already know. It's not surprise, and it's not for tantalizing people, dummies, or like pranking or trolling or trying to trigger or joking stuff. Like, that stuff isn't even. So the focus group has probably realized that he was on his way to Sirius Radio and NPR. He's smarter than those people. And the thing is, at the top of the focus group is the interest in plausible deniability. That's how you spot it's a focus group that you don't want to be in, because they're harvesting it like they're harvesting it like kind of like you farm data. They're looking for plausible deniability, and they have PR teams and like they have people that go out and start focus groups, and they try to social engineer the discussion that they want to queue up. Like, they want to have queued up discussion, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, I'll only address you under these parameters and make it real enough that people repeat it, and then sooner or later it is true. Sooner or later it happens to be true. We're self-fulfilling prophecy. We're making it happen. They set us up for the repetition first, and try to desensitize you. Then when you're not ready to receive the truth, then they tell you the truth. And that way you've been effectively lied to. Everything you know is fake, and then they can advance the agenda. This is so old. Everybody should know this already. I can't even try to stress it. Like, if you think that that shit is all farted up, then you need a booster. Because another thing too is, like, if I was gonna make one of these channels that's like posting videos of the war in Ukraine and shit, like pretty much, they all pick a side. They act like they're not picking a side. Like, fool, that's dumb. If you weren't gonna pick a side, then you shouldn't pick a side. Like, I can't even make fun of it, but that's lame. Like, oh, I'm not doing it. You obviously are, dude. You're singing the songs and everything, Bay Raktar songs and everything. And you're not saying that that's wrong, but then if that's what you want to do, say I'm gonna support a side or whatever. The people that tell the news and don't show you all these pictures and shit, they might seem biased and not really biased too. And I mean, you're not smarter than those people, so with the videos and everything, like the t-shirts just saying Ghost of Kiev and shit, and we got a congressman crying tears, so the motherfucking ghost is died. If they didn't fucking kill Uncle Ben twice, then I would give a fuck. His face was already more recognizable than heads of state in their own tin horn regimes, and on the side of buildings making Saddam Hussein jealous. Couldn't do nothing about it. They had to take him down, and they took him down. Martha Stewart's not really outside like that. Like, she's not really out here like that, all like that. You know what I mean? We have to start trying to collect old boxes of Uncle Ben and get the recipes and shit. Because Martha Stewart's a bitch. She ain't really outside like that. She's a bitch. Anyways, as they say, that a self-made entrepreneur like that is buck dancing, or he's a virtue signal, cowhand slave, like, scared of the white man and all this shit like that. You better be right. You better be right about that shit, because everybody has to fucking get down with the fucking reasons why you say that it was harmful or whatever, because nobody knows what the fuck you talk about. If he was, because maybe people used to joke about him, like, you know what I'm saying, because Uncle Ben, you're old or something like that. You're black, you're old. Your mom went out with Uncle Ben or something like that, or she's old or something, and she's black. Like, and then we're like, ooh, this stuff could be harmful. Like, what the fuck? I don't fucking. Those little kids think. Those were little kids talking. Not them Nazis or whatever. Little kids, your booty scratch, African booty scratchers and all that shit. Who you think that fucking comes up with that shit? Not Nazis, man. So they're gonna just disappear somebody that was that. It's like, I think that they secretly wanted to take him down because he was that, and they had to kill him twice. So if I was making videos, no, you don't have to, but if I was putting videos out there, I'd be making fun of both Ukraine and Russia. I'd be laughing at the ha, you're like, if they fall in their shoelaces or fucking step on their shoelaces, there he's a dummy, big oaf. Like, you fucked up, dude. You know, you always like dichotomy and duality and shit. You fucked up, bro. Like, I'm not gonna make fun of everything that you said that would sound like propaganda. I know there's propaganda on both sides. You could tell that one dude from the Russian side doesn't look right. the way he's like, he's just like a big groupie. Or and they have like, he was like, don't have no, he's like, you know what I mean? I don't think he could leave. You know what I mean? Like, I think he'd be like like he was doing, you're doing God's work and saving the world, and fucking one, he can be indicted like, not like a whim. They become a tribunal, some shit, some treason, fucking like until like until the politicization goes down, because then like there's polarization with galvanization and reductive reasoning. Since we've been knowing this since the 80s, if you aren't up on that shit, it's okay, because a lot of people aren't. I'm telling you because I heard this shit. Just like I can recall or remember certain things for some reason about like a bunch of dumb stuff. Sounds like I'm trying to be smart, but it's just like, no, I'm like, I really was like 6, 7 years old when I seen this like one show at like public broadcasting, like 2 a.m, come on, damn, weird music. It already seemed like it was like warped or old tapes, and it was like art history or something. And so I'm supposed to forget all that shit because it's not Christianity or whatever, but really nobody asked me to forget all that shit because it's not Christianity. Some people making a lot of noise that you don't believe that they could say are Christian are doing that, because Christ will wield the technology of aliens to his own agenda, to his own ends. I don't want to say agenda, his own ends. So why the hell would not he be in the wheelhouse able to appreciate an art history background? He's not saying that by having an art history background you're gonna escape your matrix and re-immersify the unified field, or attune your frequency to Ma'at, or become an ascended master, and all this stuff. It's not like, those are different. It's different wheelhouses and shit. So I think that they feel like competitive by somebody saying that fucking Da Vinci is the father of some, I don't know, kind of Christianity or something like that. Or they have a lot of different things happens because people want to say they have the truth and shit. We exist to come into with it, like we have to interact with it so frequently that it becomes less virulent, because it's going through your frequency like this. So you want it to it's going like wavy like this, so you want it to interact more like instead of like this, which this is not like this, it's more like that. But when it comes through, it's like it's drastic. That's all I'm trying to say. Damn, that was hard. Virulent. Inconclusive tests that go around in a circle, that are designed to be inconclusive and has different treatment, is okay. There's a way to kill people. Is a virulent aspect of society, making people sick. And it's as simple as, here's a Q-tip, give me a sample or something. No, they would never do anything like that. Who told you that? Who told you that? See, you're already insane. If you know what I'm saying, who told me? It's not important whether or not man has the capacity to exploit that advantage. It is about who told you. So you're fucked. Go stand over in Ukraine. You're gonna play around and you're trying to get something from, like, I say, like, don't ask me for shit, but I don't hate anybody over there. It's like we send them multi-trillion dollar packages, and fucking they ask for more. Like, so if they spend a little fraction of that, less than, are you serious? Like, you can't be trying to troll it. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? This isn't a level. So, even if things don't turn out to be like I said, and even I hope they are true, like that, I don't want to find out that Hortensia Cortez has got to be investigated for poisoning or something. Like, I'm not attached to fucking reports that, oh, Russia's winning or fucking Ukraine is winning. Remember, fucking, you fucked up because you want to show you want to show only Ukrainian victory, or you only want to show Russian. Well, nobody's doing that. There's people that tell news that state both victories and both sides' victories, and it's as simple as that. Like, the more detailed you get down to, you're talking about like a field that they fought over for a day, and on the map, it's like one little like square from the woods to on one side to a strip of trees and a creek on the other side and a little village, and they fucking fought over it and took it back and then lost it and then got it back, and fucking they're trying to get up to this river they have to take before they consider whether or not it's a success or a failure. It's the Rubenzi River, I think. They need to capture all this territory, or they can be in a predicament. And fucking, it's stupid. If you, I mean, that's just it. Like, oh, well, I think they'll lose. Like, they look like they're fucking. When are the Houthis gonna fucking finally kick everybody's ass? Like, they only seem to be always winning in videos and shit. It's like, it's too easy for somebody to batten down the platform that, or saturate, or like all this different. There's nothing but plots and shit. For you to make things complicated. Oh yeah, don't make things complicated, then they have to be. That's advice, but yet that's not seem like what's going on anywhere. And it's because people think they gotta protect some, like, it's like, you're not doing too much protecting, covering somebody's ass. Let them fall on their face. It's not that bad. I might have fallen. I'm not gonna do this. Everybody's fallen on their face before. This is like, how obtuse are you gonna fucking be? How obtuse is people gonna be? I mean, that's how. This is a little bit selfishly motivated because they are getting in the way of and they're not recognizing effort, and they're libeling people. They're libeling people. They're you think that they're not trying to fucking look for any reason to throw people in jail. Like, come fuck on. I watched a video of them of Kevin Samuels arguing with Hortensia Alcantara, and her hand was in the video. The wine glass they were drinking wine, so they were an opportunity for him to be drugged, and she didn't want him on camera. How fucking, she did get discovered by an off-duty cop. She lies and says she was a nurse, you know what I mean? But if you were there, how does he get discovered by a cop? They were on the phone with the cop, so the cop knew that she was there. And so she was saying he was still alive, and she was trying to, I get it. He fell all over me, but she was being told, you can go in the video, in the live stream, and nobody is talking about blatant, obvious evidence. You don't need to act stupid. That's why I'm gonna be mad. Not because people don't want to look, because they don't want to look, but it's different. Like, you would think that they would be like, oh shit, that's interesting, or something like that. But not only is it not that, they're celebrating his death. So, you were celebrating his death, you should get a dog and die alone. I don't give a fuck about you. I just realized something. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about those. I can't be fucked to care about them. I can't be fucked to care about them. You know what I mean? You know where I'm going with that? Like, it make too much problems for me to go back and save them first if I've got to save somebody they libel. If I got to stand up for somebody that's being liable. What are you supposed to handle first? How are you going to keep it true to how are you going to be true to yourself? They're being true to I understand they're being true to the game, right? That's why fuck them. That's why they can go fuck themselves. Because that's all lingo. Being true to the game means something to some people. Then I'm not going to go around and be like trying to be a dick and say, oh, this doesn't mean shit. You don't have to be true to the game. Because then it means something to them. If we're not in the game and you're being true to the game, yeah, I can't worry about you. It's not, I don't want to have to worry about you. I can't worry about it. I can't. What am I going to do? Like, critique dumb shit? You're going to do it again and again and again and get progressively worse. I mean, you might be deliverance or something like that, but that's between you. Like, I don't have time. I can't worry about that. We'll just get on this. Would they think that everybody must want to fuck them or something? That's all they think about. It's like, oh, look at all these men. Like, they all probably want to fuck on me or something like that. Or, and they'd really be like, 4 and shit. Or they'd be like, I wouldn't settle for so-and-so and so-and-so, and I'm settle for, like, even if you wouldn't settle for whoever, it doesn't really, none of anybody's business who you settle for. It just sounds fucked up. Like, I wouldn't want to fuck with you if you were talking about settling. You know, I wouldn't fuck. Oh, it's just that simple. That's already turning off. So maybe he's like one of those people that tell you which anti-seductive trait you have more or too much of something. Everybody has some little. It doesn't mean you're a complete heretic or something. It's just only like, okay, the people that were wrong on this show, the people that are sitting there, they actually appreciate him. I'll tell you that, right? The people that go on the show and are like, and look like dumbfounded and gassed and like don't get it and are arrogant or even irritated or whatever. But they are not. I mean, the focus group that is behind those, the NGO or whatever that is grooming them people or handling whatever, they don't like the reversal of the thought field and people taking their own inventory and not taking others' inventory, because that goes in line with social engineering. Groupthink, focus group. Okay, nobody in the focus group knows that they're there to develop plausible deniability and to graft it to somebody else through social engineering. That's beyond them, too much conspiracy land. Even though you only have to be a little bit smarter than a privy society that's not considered a caste worthy to fucking know that they're being sheep led to the slaughter. Don't you just have to? It's just, you know, everybody has a choice if they want to process or not. And people who don't process, you can only just wonder how they're doing being like that. They can't process, and so they're not processing. So you can only wonder how they're coping. Sorry. And those motherfuckers will tell you shit is a cope too. They know how to gaslight and everything. They're on the level too. You forget they're on the level. Yeah, I'm tired of this stupid video. I shouldn't even be saying this again today, because if I got there yesterday, like, what, you don't know anything? Like, all this shit, if you know the truth, you would maybe discover that there's no point in even saying, there's no reason to say it. Then I'm not talking about the truth to, like, if like a crime happened and you kept it secret. I'm talking about just the idea of the truth. It's not. Well, that's done.